And we already remember the day that my siblings and I went to the school only to meet it by the pile of ash. Our school has been burned to the ground, which was likely the result of a civil war broke out between armed groups in Myanmar. Of course, as a kid, brain, like, yay, no school mean more time to play. For a moment, I was relieved. I don't have to go to the school. I did not have to go to school, no studying. Like, we can play as much as we could. But that feeling was fleeting. Later on that night, my mother woke me and my sibling up in a rush. She said, hurry up, put on your slippers. We need to leave now. Me stay half asleep. Anyway, we were following her lead. We were making through our way to the riverbank, take safety under a large tree on the riverbank. And as I sat there, I was looking up to the sky and seeing a flying bullet. And it was like a shooting star. Of course, I could still hear the shooting sound and bombing from the distance. It was the memory and the sight that I would never forget and stay with me since. We stayed there until dawn. In the morning, we made our way back home. We packed everything that we could, foods and some clothes, and then we began our journey to the safety. We trekked through the mountains into weeks and months to find a safety place. Eventually, my mom made such important decisions for me, and then she decided to leave me alone at a related place, in very unfamiliar place that I never been there. And she rarely visited me, and then she's already like said one word or like few words. Stay here, go to school. You need to be alive. You need to be alive. As long as you are alive, you can do anything that you want. And then she will be gone, and she will be gone for a couple of months. I will see her probably twice a year, most of the time, and I was alone there, grow up alone in a related place. And every time she showed up, I will always ask the same question: what are my siblings? What are my fathers? She will always give me the same answer. They were at the same place too. They were somewhere else. As long as you go to school, and then you will see them again. She will always emphasize that we'll go to the school. And with no much explanation, I started to focus on my work with the hope to reunite with my siblings. And then I finished my class, and then I would eventually fall in love with learning. And without seeing any siblings, weeks turned into months, and a decade later, my mom showed us again. Hey, pack your things, you have 1 hour left to leave. And as a kid, and we did not have a chance to question my mother much. And I packed everything and put in my bed. And hours later, me and my mom found ourselves at the back of a large truck. But we had to cover ourselves. And then I will ask my mom, when do we have to cover ourselves? Because we were the truck was driving through industrial road. My mom said, we cannot be seen by them. They mean the soldier. If they saw us, they will kill us. And it was very difficult to breathe under a large blanket on the dusty road. I fought so hard to open the blanket to grab a fresh air, but knowing that the risk was too great. We eventually made to the border, to Myanmar border, and get ourselves on the boat, cross the river, eventually get ourselves into the refugee camp. The name of the refugee is Myanmar refugee camp, who also where it's located in Thailand. And it was where I also reunited with my siblings. After so many years apart, a decade later, it was so awkwardly strange to reunite with your siblings, because we barely recognize each other. But we could still see the resemblance in the sun mud on our face. And And there in refugee camp, I also have a chance to work as a healthcare worker to provide healthcare service to the refugee population. It was where my passions for to be a nurse and also humanitarian were born. And I went back to school and then started to learning how to speak English and then grammar in the early age of your 20s. It was not easy. Eventually, I finished my GED and even secure a full scholarship to finish my nursing degree in Thailand. After I graduated in nursing school, I continue work with organizations that provide healthcare service to the refugee population and the migrant community on Thai-Myanmar border. And I knew that I could do more. I could be useful beyond the clinic, beyond the hospital. So I countlessly searched for opportunity to do more, to educate myself more for the community. So in 2021, Hopkins gave me the opportunity to study Master in Public Health, coming to the US. That was where I started to equip myself with more skill and then could be able to do more for my communities. After finishing my Master in Public Health, I went on work with organization in Denver, Colorado to provide mental health care service, specifically to the refugee populations. And my work gave me opportunity to question myself regarding my mental health and well-being. And Denver, Colorado could be a very beautiful place to others, but it was a new and strange place to me. It was cold all the time. And I was alone, very lonely in a very cold place. And with my job gave me opportunity to question myself and my well-being. And I started to realize that I was struggling. I was living nightmares and guilt that I could not shake off. And I did not want to bear anymore because those brought back my childhood memory. And with heavy heart, I picked up my phone and called my sister, who also made to the US through the resettlement program. And I called my sister, who is living in North Carolina. I called her up. I said, "Hey sis, I could not do anymore. I was really struggling. I'm living through nightmares." And without hesitation, she said, "No worry, I got your bed. Just come back and live with me." And without any difficulties, I took a step that I much needed. And days later, I found myself moving in with my sisters, and now who is now living in North Carolina. And through her companions, and not only I enjoy myself, I enjoy myself to be with my family, and also I could become a cool dad to my niece and nephews. And now I have found hopes and also healing through through our together activity, especially the artworks. My special activity with my niece and nephew was drawing, especially her drawing. She's always drawn a home with all our family members in it. Thank you.